This stock will shock everyone. This is not financial advice, but my research suggests it's a good idea to buy $50 of this before November 24th. The company is an electric vehicle company. They're forecasting 40,000 vehicles delivered in 2025. This is double their next lower competitor, Lucid. They also had $1.5 billion in revenue, up 80% year over year, with a very significant 400 or so million in software and services revenue segment. So I'm not going to hold you hostage here. The ticker is Rivian, ticker symbol RIVN. So Tesla's obviously the leader, but this company is having a major turnaround. Recently settled a $250 million case that they had defrauded their investors. And the CEO, in a similar vein to Elon, has a performance-based pay package that, if milestones were met, would make it the largest pay package in history. Of course, it's pretty hard to imagine this company doing better than Tesla. I'm just saying 40,000 deliveries is a lot, and this earnings is pretty solid result. So let's jump in a little breakdown on Rivian.
This is Sam Putnam. This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
Okay, so this is this revenue, $1.5 billion, 80% year-over-year growth. Auto revenue is up 50% year-over-year. Software and services revenue up 300% to 400 million. And they're profitable, so pretty impressive. It's not a huge company. Founded in 2009. They've got, that's getting into a decade and a half at this point. It seems like a super new company, but this is a big deal. 50,000 vehicles delivered in 2024, expecting similar, maybe a little less vehicles. I guess they're shutting down a plant. And if we compare them to Lucid's forecasting just 20,000 vehicles. So it's hard to compare to these other companies, but before we do that, let's do a little reality check and look at what we're actually looking at here. So this thing is a whipsawing beast. It's not something you just want to throw some money in on the guess that it's going to be as good as Tesla. What you can do, in my opinion, is zoom in a little, see a level kind of here that's pretty important, 15 and change, almost 16. But even lower risk, you just look at this earnings reaction and you say, hey, this reaction was good, right? And it kept going up, and this level was obviously very important. It held here, definitely undercuts a couple times, but now it looks like it could be holding again. So why this level matters or what it means, it's not voodoo or anything. It's just a bunch of people, or one fund, a few funds, a bunch of shares were bought. Someone was accumulating this day. And if the price can stay above that level, they're making money. And maybe they accumulated the following days as well. But if we look at the volume at price, which we can see here with all the volume is, but there was definitely significant volume all in here. This is not just over here, but from right here on this day compared to up here, there's way less volume, obviously. So if all these people are in the money, they're making money, then the price is going to stay up. That's sort of the idea. And if we look at the SPY had a gnarly day yesterday, really gnarly. It gave back an entire week. It almost looks similar to the 10-10 day, not nearly as bad, but kind of close. That was the crypto liquidation day. So Rivian going down with that, but interestingly, notably, it set it up right on this level, which is why I'm talking about it right now, because these stocks could bounce. Now we'll see if Tesla bounces. Super strong, relatively strong bounce from all the way down 380s up to 405. So it seems like that's a good indicator of the risk being back on after these couple of days off. So this looks like the level. That's the company, Rivian. Now, just to get a little more context here of what we're talking about, this is the software They're trying to go fully autonomous long term. They're probably not going to be the leader because Tesla is such a juggernaut in this space. But apparently, this 400 million is a 300% increase over year Q3 of software and services revenue. So vehicle electrical architecture and software development services that didn't happen last year. So I guess this is money that I don't know who's paying this. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. I guess it's Volkswagen that's paying them that. And I know Volkswagen does have agreements with battery companies as well. So battery companies get paid a royalty for doing the research, and then Volkswagen gets a license to use their technology. So that might be what's going on here. So they do over-the-air updates, which is definitely a little scary. But that's the future. For better or for worse, your car is going to update over the air, and it's going to be at some point self-driving. So this software is definitely really important, and it has to be Volkswagen paying them that money. So we can jump into that in detail if we have to, but the main point is that they have proprietary software. They're getting money for it. And if an auto company doesn't have software in this day and age, it's kind of a red flag, which is crazy to say, but that's what it seems like. So we'll see. But what we have to do really is compare, like, do you want to buy Lucid right now? I certainly don't. That chart looks horrible. And the earnings reaction was even worse. If we look at some of the Chinese competitors, sure, XPEV has been doing great. A similar sort of sell-off, maybe off of this level, is interesting to buy, but it has to get over earnings first to really be a buying opportunity. And LI, just a downtrender, still has to get over earnings. So there's not really a lot in terms of like follow-up companies to Tesla that are interesting. I mean, this is a big deal that this LI ticker is profitable. NIO also is a perennial favorite. It's got a rabid fan base. Everyone's excited about their battery swapping. And this is a lot of vehicles, 200,000, but they are unprofitable. And sure, the stock can go on crazy moves, but it's still in that speculation bucket, and it's been heading down. So I think this is the best company for sure. It's Rivian. This is the chart. If you like this idea, hit that like. If you want a free course on how to buy stocks before they go up, hit that subscribe. And if you want one-on-one help, head over to stockscommunity.com.
This is Sam Putnam. This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.